Good morning, everybody. I guess you know it's the day after Thanksgiving, and my heavens, it looks like winter if you're here with me in Denver. Snow falling, freezing cold for me. Everybody else thinks it's wonderful. They can go skiing. And there's a guy I have to introduce you to today that I don't think all of you know, but I found him after a long absence of knowing each other, which he reminded me of at Lafillette Bakery. And Alex, okay, you say your last name. I don't want to mess it
Griggeri.
up. Okay. It's really easy and it's fun to spell. You only have to know one letter. Anyway, good morning. Did you have a nice Thanksgiving?
I did. It was great. Fried a turkey, had some great food with my fiance. Just the two of us and our animal, our dog.
Dogs are the most important. If he's there, you can show him. And I see a beautiful Christmas tree.
Yep.
It's you're early or not early, but it sure makes me look festive and happy and feel. Okay, Alex, tell me if Lafillette Bakery is fairly new in this location.
Mhm.
What, 6 months?
Yeah, it's been 6, 7 months now. We've been there. Our old location was just not even like a mile or two down the road and a small hole in the wall in a tiny little strip mall. And we just kind of upgraded and moved into a bigger location. Now we have an indoor outdoor seating area. And the old place, literally, once COVID hit, we had maybe 4 tables when I got there, and we got rid of the tables. And uh, it was a grab and go only place, and it really just exploded during COVID times. And people were coming in for pastries. We had lines around the block on the weekend, and that kind of helped explode us into what we are today, into our new location. So we're really grateful to be in that new spot.
Well, and I sort of found you here, which is how I first got there on 14th and Cremeria, by the way, in Mayfair. However, I exploded with happiness, and so did everybody else who has been there. So everybody knows it is a bakery plus a cafe,
Yes.
which is delightful. But before we get to that, tell me about you. Tell me about where you started and what you've done.
Well, I moved from the Poconos of Pennsylvania after high school to Steamboat, Colorado, and I basically moved there on a ski and snowboard business degree I was going for in the CMC college, and that really wasn't working out for me at the time. It's very who do you know industry in the ski business, and as a young person, I didn't know a lot of the right people, so I wound up getting a job in a small barbecue restaurant washing dishes and delivering barbecue food, and that was just kind of like the start of my culinary career. And I slowly fell in love with the rush of the line and just being in the restaurant industry, and like how much more exciting it is than sitting in a desk job or working as a mechanic or stuff like that. So kind of fell in love with that whole experience and kind of let it grow from there in Steamboat. And around 8 years after I lived there, I wound up moving to Denver, and I went to culinary school at the Art Institute here local, and I obtained a bachelor's degree in culinary management, which I graduated with top of my class pretty well, and I was a really excellent cook in school. And after that, I wound up obtaining a job working for Alex Seidel at Mercantile when we opened. And Mercantile was kind of better than school for me. Mercantile, everything. Like, you think you know how to cook when you come out of culinary school, you don't. You
That's
learn
true.
when you get into real kitchens and you really push yourself. And I definitely did that over the next 5 to 6 years, working at Mercantile from the ground up, from being one of the entry level cooks when I first got hired. I worked myself all the way up to an executive sous chef position there until I left.
Good for you. Okay, now explain to me, how did you get to baking?
Well, I'm not really a baker. I don't do a lot of baking, unfortunately. They do a lot of the baking at Lafayette
Oh,
without me. They're in the
okay,
kitchen. So
okay.
I did get to the bakery because after I left Lafayette, I was working in another restaurant, and that restaurant unfortunately went under due to COVID. And after that, I didn't have a job anywhere. And the owners of Lafayette, Katora, she offered me a position to come and cook for her and make breakfast sandwiches. She knew it wasn't much to offer for somebody with my experience and my, abilities, but it was a job that paid the bills. And at the time, that's kind of what you needed. So
Sure.
I went in there and I happily cracked eggs and made tiny little breakfast sandwiches for the small grab and go, place that it was. And I just kind of really fell in love with it. They gave me plenty of time off. They gave me plenty of personal time to be with friends and family and enjoy myself and still work when I wanted to work and work as hard as I wanted to work. And, I fell in love with working with that team. And 3 years later, we opened up the restaurant because it just grew so much.
Oh, okay. So baking, the breads, you make incredible bread. People should know, even if Alex is not baking them,
Yeah.
the breads are out of this world.
Yeah, the breads are fantastic. And we do some of the breads. We help with we make the English muffins from scratch and stuff out of the kitchen. But like the boules, the baguettes, the beautiful croissants, that would be the baking team on the other half of the restaurant, which we all help each other. It's not just them. Like they come into the kitchen, help us. We go over there and we help them if needed. It's kind of a
Okay,
open
the
team.
little focaccia that you serve at happy hour,
Yes.
which to me isn't focaccia, but it's heavenly. And
Yeah.
I don't care what you want to call it. Now, do
Okay.
you make that?
That's pre-made by Katora and her team as well.
Oh, those are marvelous. Well, for people on the bakery side, the big sourdough bread is incredible. My favorite.
Mhm.
And croissants, if you like them. But I love the croissant that's filled with the chili.
Okay, yeah, the Hatch chili, the savory croissants.
Yeah.
Yep, Hatch chili and cheddar. And
And
the giant sourdough baguettes are made by Patrick's a wonderful baker and he does an incredible job with his bread program.
well, it's wonderful. So now let's talk about Lafillette and what you do,
Okay.
because I fell in love first with your breakfast bread. You know how to make an egg.
Basically my title is a sous chef there. JT is my head chef and he's been running the place. Me and JT met at Mercantile years ago, back in the day when we first opened Mercantile. And we've always been good friends ever since. And when I was working at the other Lafillette Bakery restaurant location, JT came in and joined the team and started working with me as well. And when we came to the new place, Couture offered him the chef position because, like I said, I have a very involved personal life. I take a lot of time off to visit friends and family. And I also have a second job that I didn't mention where I'm a personal chef for the North Face, where I cook for large clientels, professional athletes all over the world. And I get to travel all over the place to go and
Oh,
cook.
wow. I
So
did not know. Do you do professional cook for a lady who just eats like me?
no, not yet, not all the time, but basically it's the clientele for the North Face is the best athletes in the world come out and we get to cook for them and cater for them during their events. And climbers like Alex Honnold or Peter Croft or ultra runners or some of the best skiers in the world. Conrad Aker, one of the best mountaineers in the world. All these guys come in for a couple days, and me and a friend of mine, Chef Billy, we cater for them, and we get to go
What
and
a
hang out
thrill.
with them.
You get the best of both worlds there.
I do. That's why I am the sous chef and not the head chef because I take off sometimes a month at a time to go run these events with these athletes.
Oh, wow. Good for you. I think that's incredible. Okay, tell me about the food, the menu at Lafayette.
The food at Lafayette is very French inspired, but we do keep an open mind to other ideas. Like we'll happily put in other dishes from other countries. We'll try other things. Like I wanted to do a Japanese rice congee dish possibly for breakfast as a special one day just to see what people thought of it. Because why not? There's no limit to what we can do. It's a restaurant. It's not a
Right.
Michelin restaurant. We're just a restaurant, We're just there to serve people great food.
That
So
Michelin star doesn't make you great. So go
exactly.
personal opinion, but go on.
So like I was saying, French inspired, but it's all brunch based, with like a nice fun twist to it. And we have the bakery involved in making all of our stuff from scratch. So like all of our breakfast sandwiches come on fresh baked breads. All of our side dishes come on fresh baked this, fresh baked that. It's a full scratch kitchen. We make everything from scratch. We don't take things out of cans and freezers and put it into here and put it into there. Everything is house made. So we take a lot of pride in the food in the menu. And we just, we want to make sure everyone enjoys all the food always.
Well, if anybody's looking for a perfect poached egg on Divine Toast, if they are looking for your quiche, because there are very few places that you can get I mean, I've had a hunger, and I haven't gotten out, especially this weather, to go just get a quiche to bring it home.
Yeah.
It's just everything there, and you have sandwiches and banh mi and salads. So there's something, if you want lunch and you hate breakfast, that's okay too.
Definitely. And then there's always happy hour we have in the
Yeah, let's talk about
Friday. And our happy hour menu is just a little bit more fun, a little more whimsical. We do more bar treats and inspired food. So we'll have like fried cheese curds, and we'll do like burrata and beets and fresh toast points and stuff like that, using all of our fresh breads. And we do a little bit more fun, a little bit more bar style.
Well, okay, but you have burgers and so, I mean, you don't have poached eggs. You have a different menu.
Yes, just a slightly different menu. It's more of a dinner late night inspired menu than it is a brunch menu.
Right, because somebody can go in and you can get a burger, which I have, and had dinner.
Yes.
And then you had a sausage dish. So it's not breakfast food particularly.
No, not at all. It's more along the late night spectrum, I would say.
And a very good fried cauliflower too, I might add.
Good, wonderful.
And you also do have liquor.
Yes, we do have a liquor program as well as a beer program. So you can come in. We offer great bloodies with these wonderful little mini croissants on them.
Oh.
Oh, you haven't tried the bloody yet, huh?
No.
Oh, the Bloody Mary comes with little house-made baby croissants about this big with bacon inside of them and stuff like that. And so yeah, the bloodies are great. And then we have cold brew on tap. We have a great coffee program as well. We make a lot of great fresh lattes and everything, and fresh hot coffee. So there's definitely plenty of choices up in the front.
Right now, I know that you only serve happy hour. What nights?
That's Wednesday through Friday, and that goes from about 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock.
Okay, and then you're closed Monday, Tuesday, every. So the bakery breakfast is open Wednesday through Sunday.
Yeah, we start at 7 a.m. Wednesday through Friday, and we open at 8 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, okay. Well, all I can say is just delicious. And and there's parking people too.
Yeah,
which
tons
makes
of parking.
it nice and easier than downtown. But do you have a favorite dish?
My favorite dish is probably the hash. You got a giant potato roasty on the bottom, and then it comes with our fresh pulled corned beef, topped with red peppers, roasted shallots, and fresh poached eggs with hollandaise sauce. And it's just like the roasty with the hash and the onions and all that mixed together. It's a fantastic dish. It's a big hearty dish for, if you're hungry.
I think those roasty potatoes ought to be on your happy hour.
Yeah, the roasties are fantastic with the Gruyere fondue on the base. It's a treat in its own.
Yeah, but it should be at night too, because it's so good. You don't want it just once a day.
Well, I mean, that's I'll have to discuss that with the owners and see what they think. I'd love to put it on the night menu as well.
I'd like to tell them there's a few things I think you should have.
Yeah, right.
Well, yeah, I think you should have that, and I think you should have quiche, because I think that's a definite happy hour dish too. And they're so good. I want them more than just for breakfast.
It's the crust. It's not even the filling to me. It's the crust that makes the entire quiche. The crust has got just this savory, salty sweetness to it that like you just crave. You want to keep going back for more.
Well, yeah. So, and there's nothing wrong with that for dinner, she said, smiling. Okay, what are you doing, if anything, for the holidays? Now, you told me you're closed today, Friday, so you'll be open Saturday, Sunday.
Correct.
And no happy hour this
No happy hours this weekend, no.
week. Okay. So what are your normal times, hours, and well, first, what are you doing for the holidays and when are you closed?
Christmas holiday is still up in the air. I believe we're going to be closed Christmas Day, definitely. I'm not sure about Christmas Eve. We might be open because, as I said previously, like Thanksgiving, we're going to have a pre-made list of items available for people to take out for the holiday. So we'll probably have fresh baked pies and treats and croissants and croissant packages or cinnamon roll packs, stuff like that, that people can purchase ahead of time to take home. So usually we try and make sure people get those items as fresh as possible out of the bakery. So we usually stay open the day right before the holiday or a Christmas Eve sometimes, so that Christmas Day they have those fresh baked pastries in the morning or what need be. So that's still up in the air on whether or not Christmas Eve will be open. I'll have to get back to you on that one. But as for me for Christmas, I'll be here in Denver by myself. I don't know. I don't really have any plans.
Where's the fiance?
She's going back home to see her family.
Oh my God. Well, I'll tell you what we do and you can join us. So you're not alone.
Hmm.
I'm Jewish. We go to India's on Christmas Day.
Great.
So you're invited. You don't have to be alone.
I would love
And
that.
I'm serious. You're certainly invited to join us. It's great fun. And that's what happens if you don't have that beautiful tree in your house, which you do. And you'll let us know on that. So do you know everything? Address, phone number, website?
Of the bakery?
Yes. I don't want yours personally, or you'll be very unhappy.
No better than me. It's 14th and Cremaria. I'm not sure the website address. It's probably Lafillette Bakery.
Yeah, I think it's Lafayette. It is. Lafillette. It is Fillette bakery.com.
Yeah, I believe that's correct. I think you nailed it.
And I don't know the phone number off the top of my head.
I don't either.
I have, okay.
Just it on the website. If you Google us, I'm sure it'll pop right up.
Right. All right. And you're open Wednesday through Sunday
Correct.
for brunch.
Yep. So basically from 7 a.m. Wednesday through Friday until 3 o'clock, and then Saturday, Sundays from 8 till 3.
And then happy hour.
Yep. Wednesday from 3 to 7, and Wednesday through Friday from 3 to 7.
Okay. And for anybody listening, I do want to tell you, their staff is wonderful. The people who are there to help serve and run the front of the house. And it's not big, but you can see the bakery to the side. And you can sort of sneak your head around and see a chef or two. And they have a small bar, and it's just great fun and a terrific place. It really is. So I fell in love with, well, I love eggs are my favorite thing anyway, but fabulous. And anybody else, please like and subscribe to the Gabb, Gabb, and YouTube. I'm on Facebook as Gabby Gourmet, Instagram, Gabby Gourmet 5280. You'll see this and all my other programs that are always fun when you find a fabulous person like Chef Alex and Lafillette Bakery and all these new things that are wonderful. You do I'm so glad I found Lafillette, but I'm more glad that I remembered in getting to meet you and see you again. You're terrific. It's just a fun place to be. And I hope you have I'll see you, I'm sure there, but have a wonderful holiday. Happy baking. Just keep me posted and I'll keep coming.
Definitely. Maybe I'll see you at Christmas then.
Oh, yes, I hope so. I'm dead serious. So and we have a kooky group. And just add to the group. I've been going here for 30 years. That's a plug for India's on Hamden and Yosemite, because it is. And I have reservations, so you can come.
Just let me know. Stop by the bakery and we'll discuss.
I will. All right. Much love to you and to everybody else. Have a great rest of your Thanksgiving weekend. Be well and see you next week.
Right.
Much love.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.